everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are safe and healthy. Okay, so far I have shared links on HTML codes. Today I am going to start fourth lesson, that is tables, links and frames in HTML. In this video I am going to explain tables in HTML. Later links and frames will be discussed in the next video. So table, it's useful to display data in 2D format, that is two-dimensional format. Tables are also powerful tools for formatting web pages. Table is created using three basic tags. Table is a main tag, and with that tag the other three basic tags are used. The first one is TD, that is table data tag. It is used for one of the cell of a table, and TR for number of rows. Next we have TH. This is an optional tag that is to display the heading of a table. So all these tags should have the opening and the closing tag. Yes, the table tag, which is a main tag, should also be used with a closing tag. Even the table data tag also has a closing tag. So whenever you are using all these tags, you have to use the opening tag as well as the closing tag. As I just now said, tables are used in HTML to show a tabular data. Tables are defined with table tag. So table tag has three basic tags, which is the table row tag, the table data tag and the table heading tag. The table heading tag, as I said, will be used to display the heading of a table. Table row tag is used to mention number of rows in a table, and table TD tag is used to mention the data within the table, that is in a cell we need to enter the data. So we need to enter the data, we need TD tag. Next we have attributes for a table tag. A border is an attribute which is used to set the table border. The table border is mentioned using the border attribute, and we can also change the border color using the border color tag. And one more attribute, that is align attribute, is used to set the alignment of the table within the page. That is, the table can be aligned either towards the left, right as well as center of a page, a web page. Just an example I have given here, which is a simple HTML tag, HTML code, which mentions the table, a demo of a table. That is the title we have given, table demo, and the body started table border equals 2. See, I have mentioned 2. So this is the table border, which is 2. And alignment, I have mentioned the table to be in the center of a page. And the next TR, I said TR is for a row tag. So row started, and TD is a data tag where we need to enter the data. So here the students is the data. We are closing the TD tag, and the next one more TD in the same row. See, I have started a row, and in that two datas I have entered. One is student and teachers. So next I am going to close the row tag. If you want one more row, again you have to start with TR tag after closing this row, first row. Next I am closing the table. So here the table ends, and the body of a page as well as HTML code is also ended here. So table border equals 1, TR, that is table row, TD, table data, row 1, column 1, and closed. Just now I explained with an example. This is also an example where the result is like this. Here I have taken 2 rows. So this is the first row, and in the first row the first data is row 1, column 1. In the same row the second data is row 1, column 2, and this row is ended. Next one more row I started, that is row 2 and column 2, and one more data, row 2, column 2. So this also ended and the table ends. Next we move on, features of table tag. A table with a caption. Caption you can give as online timetable. This is an example for caption for your table. We can use a caption tag. Table cells can span more than one row or a column. That is, if you want to merge 2 columns to one, then you can use TH, column span equals 2. If you want 3 columns to merge to 1, you can make 3. And the word which has to be mentioned in all the 3 columns together to be 1, you have to mention the word, and you are going to close the TH tag. If you want to merge 2 rows to 1, then TH row, that is heading, TH is a heading I said. So row span equals 2, and you can give the data to be entered and you can close. Next we'll move on to the third feature of a table tag, that is cell padding. The cell padding is nothing but gap inside the cell or a table cell, that is the different distance between cell and the content. So we can use table border equals 1. This is the border size 1, 2, the thickness of the border, and cell padding equals 10, the gap between the cell and the content. So we'll use cell padding. Next we'll go on for the fourth feature, that is cell spacing. What is this? Cell spacing is nothing but gap between table cells. Between 2 cells we need spacing. So for that we have a feature called cell spacing, and we can mention in an integer value. So table border equals 1, the thickness of the border is 1, and cell spacing equals 10. The fifth feature of a table tag is table background. So if you want table background, you can use either an image or a color. So using BG color attribute, you have 2 attributes to mention the background. The one is BG color and the background attribute. Using BG color attribute, you can set a background color for a whole table or just an individual cell also. That is a background color. Using background attribute, instead of BG color, you can use background attribute, which you can set background images for whole table or for an individual cell. So don't get confused. BG color is used to mention or apply color, background color for whole page or whole table or a cell, whereas background is used to have an image for whole table or to an individual cell. Next we have table height and width. You can specify the height and width also to a table. The width and height of a table can be specified in terms of an integer value or a percentage of available screen area. So you can have table border equals 1, width equals 400, and height equals 150. This is an example I have given. You can change the values, integer values. So let us move on with an example I am explaining. So this is an example where for your table tags, I have started with HTML tag, head tag, title, and I am going to give the title as table header. and I'm going to close it. Heading is closed. Next we'll start with the body. So table border equals 1. The border size I have given 1. The table row I have started. Table heading will be name, and I'm closing this heading. One more heading I'm started, salary, and next this row ends, so I have given a closing tag. Next one more row started with TD. So what I said earlier, TD is a data tag. So what data we are entering is Ramesh Raman. So we are closing this data. Again one more data for this 5000. This data is ended with a closing tag, and this row ends. So one more row I started with a name, with the data I have given a name, and with a value. Again one more data I have given a value, and I have closed the row. So again we are closing the table. So just see the result. It will display like this. This is the first heading which we mentioned, name and salary, and 2 values for the first row and 2 values for the second row, and last we have closed using the table tag, and the body of the body tag is ended, and HTML web page is also ended. So this is how the table tags and attributes as well as features I have explained. Let me give some exercise so you just practice with these. So create a web page that has details of your online class timetable. I think you have got a timetable for your online classes. So how you can create a web page using table tag. So the result should be the timetable of your online class. And one more exercise I have given, create a web page that gives your performance of quarterly exam. I think you most of them have already got your marks of your quarterly exam of all the subjects. So to display that performance sheet, create a web page using table, all the attributes you use. Create a web page that has the details of your favorite breakfast menu. This must be interesting. Even I want to know your favorite menus for your breakfast, what your mom is preparing daily, right? So like all the weekdays you mentioned, item names and the images. So I said background image. So here you can mention each cell different image, right, using background. So see you later. Next video I'll be posting it. Before that you need to write all these 3 exercises and send it through Google Classroom. So take care. Bye bye.